Challenge YouTuber and artist 1000 to an art battle.
You guys, we have a very special battle for you today.
Wait, I missed it? What the hell was I doing?
Whee! Look at him go!
Today we are doing a post-apocalyptic art battle.
Okay, if you don't know who 1000 is, then maybe you just don't like modern art. I don't know. On YouTube alone, he has over 850,000 subscribers. He's been posting for over a decade. 1000 has these art battles where he usually competes against 3 other artists based on one solid topic. Sometimes it's painting a skateboard or making a jacket. It can be redoing a movie poster or a book cover. And then they have the Wheels of Doom, which spin to make some random kind of things in there. Sometimes an item, sometimes an animal, sometimes a genre or a year. Sounds a lot like my dice paintings, where I roll the dice and that picks little things on it. And my dice paintings did come out a year before he started these art battles, but I'm not saying he stole any ideas.
The world has come to an end due to a zombie outbreak. There's alcohol involved. There's a brain or brains involved. That is our art battle.
So since I was too late to send my email where I was going to tell 1000 about how much I admire him and how much I've been studying what he does and learning from him and learning from the other artists and just paint it on really thick and tell him that I was ready for it and to put me in. Okay, I was probably going to be too scared to send the whole thing anyway. Anyway, I thought I'd take on the zombie apocalypse battle.
Let me start with 2 things. Number 1, no, I don't have 1000's permission to use his clips, but I do have his assistant Nick's permission, and he even taught me how to get them from YouTube so that I can use them. So that all counts. Number 2, I need to say the artist in the original video did a fantastic job, and you should really go watch it. I will link to it in the description. Go check it out. They did an amazing job. They're awesome. I started this drawing with the idea of a woman sitting having a cup of tea somehow amongst the whole chaos of a zombie apocalypse. I truly believe that those little tiny things are the moments that we should enjoy, and they're the meaning of life. Now, as you can see on the left side there, I had a little trouble with the hand because, as everybody knows, hands are just hard. So I drew it on the side to try and fix it and get it in there. Back to the meaning of life. There's those little tiny moments, like the perfect cup of tea, or your grandson's laughter, or the wife's kiss, or getting praise for something that you put your heart into. Sometimes those happy moments are scarce, and I'm sure that they're going to be even further far between with a zombie apocalypse. This here is why I've fallen in love with digital art. The fact that you can just move elements, it still boggles my mind. I'm releasing this on Easter, but I love the other kind of Easter eggs, those hidden little secrets. I have some in other paintings, and I have lots connecting all my novels together.
So like the singer outside the farmer's market in this book became the victim found in this book who needed to be saved. And when I wrote this book, I was really into Firefly, so there's all kinds of little Easter eggs throughout the entire novel. You should check it out on Amazon.
So in the original 1000 art battle, when I saw Monkey Mouth's artwork with hidden items in the background and all kinds of little cool things, I got really inspired. I decided to make this a love letter to artists who over the past 4 years have helped me and taught me and inspired me without even knowing who I am. But there were so many that I knew that there was no way I was going to fit them all in, so I had to fit in the ones I thought I could. So I had to think about who all of them were. Like the first ones were like Tom Welly Wells, Casey Van Arsdale, and Sketch Art, who do amazing spray paintings. And then I thought, okay, spray paint, plastic bag, something to paint, I can do that, but I wanted more. I wanted more kind of tutorials. So then I found Aristotle and John Barber Art and Ash Schultz. I found Dex, Mandy down in Australia, Nathan Salmon, a Canadian, Amethyst Vasquez, Lucas Kemper, Robert Stevens, Steel City Spray Art, so many! And of course I have to give special notice to people like Big Nick James on YouTube, who welcomed me into the spray paint community, and I Spray Art, who is from Chile and taught me all kinds of things that I didn't know you could do with spray paint. And then I distinctly remember sitting there looking at empty cans of Rust-Oleum spray paint and wondering if anyone had ever spray painted a can before.
I wonder if I could paint something on these. That's original, right? Nobody's done that before.
So I did a search and I found that someone did paint cans before, and his name was Kipto. And then I saw with Kipto that you could do all kinds of things with spray paint, like these huge wall murals. Then Kipto went into this thing called Artists in Wonderland, where I discovered some dude named 1000, and then some other people named Slew, Smonova, Doke, Jess Carp, Nick Moody, Lazy Arts, T2 Sugars, Blackbean, and Kevs, and some other people, and I was just overwhelmed. I started seeing how spray paint was just one tool in a box that could be filled with many, many other tools. I wanted to find more tools, so I found Scott Sava and his watercolors, and I learned sketching portraits from One Pencil Drawing, and fellow Canadian Sam Does Arts, and then I learned from Draw Like a Sir and Mark Burnett. I took a course from Kesh Art, and I learned about fundamentals. Then I got tips from other things for other stuff, like from I Am Detour and Shadow Artiste and Zakura, Studio Wildlife, and finally I learned about Adobe Fresco from Chris Piasek and Lawinda Flo. Self-taught artists can't do it alone. When I was training to be a chef, I worked in several kitchens, some good, some bad, but I always found something to learn in each and every single kitchen. Watching art videos is the same thing. Not everything you see will be good, but you can learn something and figure out what's going to work for you. Because not everything somebody else does is going to work for you. The way they hold their hand, the way they do stuff, it's all going to be different, and it may not work for what you can do. Just because Amethyst Vasquez can make a perfectly smooth, squiggly line with a palette knife doesn't mean I can, because I know I can't. And then there's time and practice and experience and all kinds of things add up to what you are able to do. Others can paint a whole lot more than me, so they're, of course, going to get better than me, faster than me, and they're going to be able to do all kinds of stuff. I am not able to do all that all the time. I paint as much as I can. I could probably paint more, but I'm also neglecting the rest of my life when I am painting. So you got to do whatever is best for you, and whatever is going to work for you. And that may take a while to figure out, and you may have to do a whole lot of things to get there. I thought I was just going to do spray paint, but I've obviously been doing other things. I do sketching, I do acrylic painting, I do digital art now, and I've been enjoying all of it and learning everything I can. Now, they say when you figure out your style, you're going to have to figure out which medium you're going to use, but you know what? I kind of want to fill up my toolbox right now. Kind of want to learn everything I can. So follow my tutorial people that I follow, and let me know who you follow, and maybe I can learn from them as much as I learn from my own people. Because I know there's a whole lot of artists out there who I have not even heard of, who can probably teach me a whole lot more than I know already. Maybe not better things, but different things. And I like learning different things. Like I always say, keep learning.
Did you know that the male platypus is venomous? Just an interesting fact. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. Go check out my website, ollishop.ca. And here are the final sexy... What? What do you mean? Right. Here are those Easter eggs. This is my full painting, drawing, artwork, whatever you call it. What do we call it in digital art? I'm not sure. But we'll start from the beginning of my journey, which would be Tom Willie Wells and spray paint art. And then if we zoom in even closer, you're going to find Casey Van Arsdale was in the American Army, and this is his dog tag with his initials on it. Thank you for your service, sir. And then, of course, sketch art right there. And then we zoom out and zoom back in over here.
This here is a map of Chile, which is where I Spray Art is from. And then my next adventure into artwork was Kipto. And here we have a tiki. That is one of his stickers available on his website. Go check it out. And from Kipto, we went to 1000. This is one of his Watcher characters. Hope you guys have checked out 1000. If you don't, again, there's a link down in the bio to his video of the apocalypse. From 1000, I learned about Slew. He has a character with a Cyclops, and he draws the name into the brains. That's kind of where I got the inspiration to start putting all these artists in here. And then we have T2 Sugars, who I got some help from learning about videos and doing a little bit better. Smo Nova, who used to write his name into desks. That's where I got that idea, so that's why it's upside down. He would have been sitting at this table and he would have wrote it in. Also from 1000, I ended up learning about Nerd Forge. And here is what Martina says at the beginning of every of their videos. And then I also learned about Nick Moody, who draws a lot of hikers and campers. There's a backpack. And Doke, who is from Slovakia. And there is their flag. And then I also learned about Jess Carp. Yes, that's a carp. There's Jess's name. And from 1000, I learned about Jazza. So here is his little character. And then I started trying to figure out drawing, where I met Scott Sava. Becoming an Artist is his first book. You should go check it out. It's in stores now or on Amazon. Probably learn a whole lot from it. And Sam Does Art. This is his little character right there. In case you missed it, there's the alcohol that is supposed to be in there, and you saw the brains earlier. From there, I also learned from One Pencil Drawing. So there's my one pencil, and there's the Loomis method, which he teaches. And I also learned from Kesh Art, who in his 7-day free course, you have to draw a chili pepper. And I just want to point out, to me, those lips and those eyes are excellent. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And what is next? Next, we learned about Adobe Fresco, which is where we are right now. And one of the people we learned from was Lowinda Flo, which this is a part of the thing she draws. She's from Hawaii and surfs all the time. Hope you're enjoying it. Right now, I'm sitting out in my garage, freezing because there's still snow outside. And then last but not least, we have my name on the shoulder pads of these hockey pads. Yes, they are hockey pads because I am Canadian. They are not football pads. But no matter what these guys teach me, it all rests on my shoulders. So that is why my name is on the hockey pads. And if you want a bonus, we could say these are happy trees. Thank you, Mr. Bob Ross. So how many of those did you find? Did you guys see all of the hidden Easter eggs before? I don't know. How did I stack up? Did you go check out the art battle from 1000? Go check it. The link is down below. Let me know how I match up with their artworks and stuff. Do you think I can battle in an art battle, a future one from 1000? Do you think I'll ever get invited? Hi, Peter. How you going? How you doing? Okay, well, pick one of these things. Go check it out. Thanks for checking everything else out, and I hope you guys have a good one. Be weird, like the platypus. Platypus are really weird. I mean, they lay eggs, they're venomous. They got the tail and the duckbill. Just be weird. That's our new motto. Be weird, keep learning. Bye.